Any idea why we're here today? Okay. I'm going to be real upfront with you.
Okay.
You are under arrest right now.
Oh.
This is 50-year-old Jeremy Williams. For the past 4 years, he's been a principal at a high school and a child predator sharing explicit pictures of minors through online platforms. And right now, his wife is about to find out that her husband has been a predator all along.
We don't have illegal things. We are actually really law-abiding citizens.
But Jeremy's story goes far beyond what his wife knows in this never-before-seen body cam.
Hey, Jeremy.
Holy shit.
Jeremy?
Yeah?
All right. Have you come out here and chat with me real quick?
Sure.
I catch you at like your gym time or something?
No,
or?
I was gonna mow the lawn, but...
Okay.
Wow.
Just take off over here real quick. Just real quick to let you know, I am audio video recording.
Yeah.
Actually, we all are. Just body camera stuff. So, any idea why we're here today? Okay. I'm going to be real upfront with you.
Okay.
You are under arrest right now.
Oh.
There's one of two things we can do. Either we can just go ahead and run you down to jail and go about our business. I have a
Okay.
search warrant to go through the house as well.
Okay.
The alternative is you can come back, you can have a conversation with me at the office.
Yeah.
It'll give you an opportunity to maybe give your side of it or
Okay.
maybe feel heard. It's just kind of up to you how you want to play it.
What is this for?
So across the last couple of months, we've received some information through some various sources about your online conduct. I've had a chance to go through it. One of my counterparts who works for Longview PD has as well. That's why we're having this conversation today.
Okay.
If you want to continue chatting about it, I'd prefer to do it down in the
Right,
office.
obviously. Yeah.
So, does that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have another marked car come up.
Great.
Have him give you a ride down there, and then we'll have a conversation. In the meantime, some of my counterparts are going to search your house, okay? You will get a copy of the search warrant along with a receipt for anything that I tape.
Okay.
Does that seem fair?
Well,
Okay.
seems interesting.
Nope.
Anybody else living here?
Yeah. Yeah, my wife and my son. 20?
Okay.
1 year.
20.
20.
As long as you're going to be cooperative, I'll copy in the front.
Where am I going to go with?
Is he autistic or anything?
He's on the spectrum. The Tourette's-ish.
Yes,
Hi there, you Sandy?
I am.
Hi there. Just to let you know, we have a search warrant for the house.
Okay.
Okay. And we were looking for specific items, electronic items.
Okay.
Is there anybody else in the house?
My son is here.
Okay. That's you right there. You're Trevor?
Yes.
Okay. I'm Jason with the sheriff's office. These were his headphones. I'm going to give them to you. So, is anyone else in the house besides the two of you?
Nope.
Okay.
Big dogs, small dogs.
Nope.
Two kittens.
Do you have any idea what this is about?
Nope. I
Okay.
have no clue.
Okay.
What he possibly could have gotten.
Okay.
Yeah, what he's done.
Okay. To let you know, we're recording.
Yep.
It's audio, video. I'll let Detective Moore explain what's going on.
Okay.
Is there anything that you need to put away before we start digging into the search warrant?
We don't have illegal things. We are actually really law-abiding citizens.
What we're looking for is any sort of electronics, computers,
Well,
cell phones.
I mean, we have those things, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
But, I mean, yeah, I mean, if that's what's on your search warrant, like, I mean,
Any sort of storage devices, like thumb drives, hard drives.
I mean, we have thumb drives and that. Like, I mean, I've got some up in my, and I have no idea what my son has. He's 20. Of course,
Okay.
he has his own computer
Okay.
and his own, like,
Like
Okay.
a computer that he especially uses by himself.
no. We have a communal, it's actually my computer. I use mainly for schoolwork.
Okay.
I have a work laptop in here. He
Okay.
doesn't even have his work laptop right now. He uses the home computer, on occasions, but
Does he have a tablet or anything like that?
no. I mean, I also have an older tablet, but it's primarily mine.
The officers continue their conversation with the wife inside.
So, where does your husband work?
Rainier School District?
Is there any reason why does he work from home?
No. I don't want to say anything that's going to incriminate him.
Okay, is he on leave right now?
He is.
Okay. Okay. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to answer any
Right.
questions or anything like
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna
So
ask.
that's-
I'm gonna ask some questions. It's your right to say I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, you can get that information, I'm sure someone can tell you, I wanna try to, I mean, I have no idea what he's done, but, I mean, I also don't want to incriminate him,
Sure.
I don't-
Okay.
yeah.
I'll explain it to you. The nature of this case, the reason we have to take any desktop computer is we have to look for a very specific type of evidence, and if it's found on any of that stuff, we have to take it. So anything that he has access to
Yes.
and could potentially have saved something digital to, I need to take.
I'm not great at reading reactions, but you don't seem surprised.
I am.
Okay.
Like, I'm,
Okay,
I'm
that's fair.
shaken, like,
All right.
we are law-abiding citizens.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't, yeah, I mean, so but I don't really go through his phone and his things, you know, we are very trusting couple, you
Sure.
know?
Okay.
So, I have no idea what he, you know, could be doing or did.
Is this in the realm of anything related to what he's not going to work for?
No, it is not.
Okay.
Hello? The sheriffs are here. Your dad's being arrested. We have a search warrant for the house. We're engaged in sexual explicit conduct in the first degree with a minor. That's what he's being accused of. This is just so crazy. So, I mean, I assume someone claimed that he, or is saying that he entered in a relationship with them, or?
I guess the only thing I can tell you is, from what we understand, it's completely digital. To try and answer your question.
Right.
And I don't know that we have a specific person, like a minor on the other end of it.
Okay.
Like
Or he may have,
two adults trading pictures that they get from somewhere else.
right,
Yeah.
they just, yeah. Can't believe this is happening. This is so be okay.
We'll be out of here. Okay.
Is it married to him at work? This is just fuck. Yes, thank you.
A few moments later, Jeremy gets interrogated.
Do you want water or anything? Thank you. Okay.
The reason we're having this conversation today is I received a number of, for lack of a better term, tips that come to me from electronic service providers, places like Google, Discord, Kik, Facebook, Instagram. And those are generated when a user does something that gets flagged by their system. Generally, as a matter of speaking, somebody at that, we call them an ESP, sits down, they review whatever it was, and then they fire off these reports to us. We look at them, investigate them as necessary. That being said, do you have any idea why we're talking today?
You can keep talking.
Okay. Part of my hope is that this is a two-way conversation. It doesn't do me a whole lot of good to just sit here and talk,
Right.
right? Because I already know.
I'm guessing, and use my powers of inference, that somebody flagged something and that's where we're at. I mean, is that wrong, or
No,
or
no,
are
I
we
was-
looking for more expansion?
I was just curious if you wanted to talk about why we're here, or if you want me to lay out all the cards that I have, and then we can...
The only thing I can think of is, I had a Discord account that was hacked, and I went to go do something on it, and it said you've been banned.
Okay.
And that was that.
When was that?
June-ish?
Okay. Had that ever occurred prior to that?
No.
Okay. What was your Discord username? Do you remember?
Colonel Angus something 40
Okay.
something. I haven't, like I said, I haven't been on Discord since then, and I don't do that.
Since June?
Yeah.
Colonel Angus, like the Saturday Night Live skit?
Yes.
Okay.
You're the only person that I think's gotten that.
Okay.
So, these are all of the reports
Oh, wow.
that I've gotten. There's a
That's a lot.
abnormal amount of them.
Okay.
And part of the reason is it's because of continued use.
Okay.
Every time a user does something that gets flagged, it generates one of these reports. Generally, we only get 1, 2, maybe 3 of these before we end up having this conversation. I have 8. Like I said, it's an abnormal number.
Yeah.
To clarify a little bit, every piece of data that exists has something called a hash value. It's a super unique value, can't be recreated.
Right.
I think it's like 1 million times more unique than your own thumbprint is. And that's specific to photos and videos, which are the types of content that these ESPs flag. Okay. There is a very large database of known hash values, specifically related to something we call CSAM, which is child sexual abuse material. Okay. Seem like you're familiar with the term, or
Well, I mean,
able to work it out?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so as we go through this process with people and these images get identified, this hash value gets put into this database. And so when one of these ESPs sees one of these known hashes get uploaded or downloaded, it triggers one of these. Then a user with an employee of the company sits down, they review it, and ensure that, yes, this is actually what happened, then they fire off one of these reports. Sometimes it's a batch of things, so 10, 20, 30 things get sent, we just get one report.
Right.
If they're separated by more than a few days or a week, then we start getting multiple reports. Does that kind of make sense how that process works?
Good explanation.
So, like I said, I have 8 of them here.
Okay.
The most recent actually happened on Friday, or came in on Friday. But they are all originated from Discord and Kik.
Okay.
Specifically, all except 2 of them originated from Discord.
See, and I haven't been on Discord for...
Well, you said since June.
Since June, okay.
Which the bulk of these originated from either very early June all the way back through March of this year.
Okay.
They do relate back to the username that you gave, the Colonel Angus 44. A big part of what comes in these reports is they give us what's called the subscriber information. So anything you use to sign up for the account, including email addresses, phone numbers, things like that. The email address used to sign up for these was the 44shocker at Gmail account, or at Gmail. The other big thing that it gives us is for each explicit image that's uploaded or downloaded, transferred, it gives us the date and time stamp that it happened, and then the IP address that it originated from.
Okay.
So with that information, we sit down and I send off subpoenas or search warrants to, in this case it was to Comcast for the IP address. They came back and said that your wife is the subscriber for that particular ISP address, and it services 97 Yelton Drive or Yelton Place.
Okay.
A search warrant was sent off to Google for this 44 Shocker
Mhm.
Gmail account, which is how we ended up with your
Yeah,
name and your
I
date
saw
of
that.
birth.
They sent a report.
Okay. With all of that being said, we're not here by mistake,
Right.
right? We've put in our due diligence to get to this point, and I'm extremely certain of why you're in the position you're in. That being said, we like to have these types of conversations to try to give you or whoever it is an opportunity to explain, what it is that was happening, or maybe the motivators, or is this something that's been going on for a long time or something that's come up new. In your case, one of my concerns is you are in a position of authority at a school.
Right.
So clearly there's some additional concerns there, right? Your access to children that are the same content that was uploaded and downloaded being discussed. Is this something that you're willing to talk about with me, or?
To an extent.
Okay.
To an extent.
How long have you been, doing this, seeking it out, collecting?
It's been less than a year.
Okay, so maybe
Probably
late fall, early
February.
winter?
Probably February.
Okay, so about the time that these reports started, because I think my
Give or
first
take.
one's probably early March-ish.
Yeah.
Okay. What drove that?
Accidentally, I was talking to somebody on Reddit, I think, and they,
Sent it to you?
yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
And then you just kind of were like, oh yeah, this is kind of the thing, and went down the rabbit hole?
Never sought it out. Didn't go looking for it. Didn't do internet search. Not looking for
Okay.
any of that. It's, as you well know, there's folks out there that have a lot of things.
Very aware.
Yeah.
Okay, and was it you said you were having this conversation with somebody on Reddit.
Mhm.
Did they just kind of offer it up to you? How'd that conversation come about?
It was an RP thing, role play sort of thing. We started talking on Reddit then.
Okay, sexually?
Yeah,
Okay.
sort of stuff.
And so what this person said, hey, are you interested in looking at this, or?
It was. I think it was sent without any. We were sending clips back and forth of
Okay,
various adult activities.
okay,
Usually Reddit stuff, or
okay.
sometimes some Pornhub, sometimes some things like that.
Okay. After this interaction with this Reddit user, was there a continued back and forth conversation with the same person, or did you kind of start to stumble across other people?
Just came across others.
Okay. Tell me about some of those interactions.
Same sort of thing. People posting, looking for, female looking for male,
Hmm.
online chatting stuff. I've never done anything IRL.
Okay.
Everything's always been online, and that's a very important distinction considering the position I'm in. I've never done anything with a student at.
In September 2025, Jeremy Williams was placed on administrative leave at Rainier High School, the school where he was the principal, after he made controversial remarks about the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
Right now I'm actually on administrative leave because I wasn't sad that Charlie Kirk got
And now, everyone involved in this situation is about to realize that his comments about Charlie Kirk may not be the only thing getting him in trouble, because just a few days later, police arrived at his home with a search warrant after receiving an anonymous tip that Williams was engaging in sharing CSM, and no one could have ever guessed just what they'd find. Stick around to the end to see exactly what Williams was charged with and where he's at now.
Okay.
And I when somebody was talking about it, I said, oh, too bad, good riddance.
Okay.
And they got me, so I don't have access to anything anyway.
Okay. Is that the meeting you were at earlier
Yeah.
today? Okay. Were they just now placing you on admin
No.
leave, or?
No, that happened on Thursday.
Okay.
Thing happened on Wednesday.
Hey, obviously there were a couple of connections.
Mhm.
What, were those the same scenario? You
Yeah,
found
it's
them,
all-
or role playing?
It's both. Sometimes I'd post an ad saying, looking for somebody to chat with, talk,
Okay.
those sorts of things.
And it just kind of evolves.
Yeah.
Okay. When you do receive these images, or I'll even walk that back a little bit, have you ever reciprocated to receiving the images? Like they send you an image, so you send back one that you've gotten in the past, or a video?
That has happened.
But you've said you've never sought this out in real life. You've never.
No, I've never created. I've never produced. No.
Okay.
And this, like I said, this was a stumble across.
Obviously, if you're reciprocating, sending them back, you have these images and videos saved somewhere. Is it on your phone? Do you have a hard drive?
I do not have any anymore.
You deleted them all?
Well, I don't have any.
Okay, help me understand what you mean by that, because you made an important distinction there that.
They are. I do not have any images in my phone or on computer or anything like that.
Okay.
Anything that I've gotten has been deleted. I wasn't comfortable keeping things on there.
Okay, so you only held them for the couple of months you were doing it and purged it.
Time's going back, and then, you get, it's like, no, I can't have this, this is not good.
And prior to this year,
Mm-hmm.
when you were interacting with people doing fantasy or role-play type stuff, were you doing this regularly with adult porn prior to this year?
Not really, no.
And so,
This,
at some point when you got into exchanging and role-playing with the adult stuff, how did you get the underage stuff? How did that transpire?
As you're aware, there's a lot of folks who like to do age play sort of things.
Mhm.
I mean, that's not...
Yep. That's kind of what I felt
That's
like you
not
were
big
alluding
secret,
to.
yes.
Yeah.
That, it was age play.
Okay. And then the images were given to you through that without your solicitation, is that correct?
At first.
Okay.
And that, well, I never, and it's very important,
Mhm.
I never said, hey, I'm looking for this.
Mhm.
I want to see this.
Okay.
I'm seeking this.
Mhm.
It usually ended up happening in a matter of course.
Okay. And I think what my partner's trying to work out here is when you say in a manner of course is you're role-playing through this age scenario where is it that you're the older person and this other person is playing?
I have been.
And you've done both ways?
I've gone.
Okay. And as this role play is going on, how does it transition from the role play to you getting or sending?
As you're talking, you send images to illustrate what the scenario is that's going on.
Okay.
Or,
And so just organically without
yes.
asking to receive or to give, it's just as part of the play, the exchange of those two things. Okay.
And then, but like you were saying earlier, you would occasionally reciprocate where you would get an image in and then you would send. And to clarify, most of these seem like they're videos versus just like still photos. Okay. If you had to guess, what was the average age range of the juvenile or the child in the videos, or was there an average age range?
I don't know that I could, preteen to teen.
Okay. So like 10 to 12, 8 to 10?
Could be.
Okay.
I'm not super great at guessing ages based on.
Okay.
And being in your position, how do you get yourself into a situation where you're even sticking your toe in that pool?
I know.
I mean, it's...
Yeah.
I mean, do you think that, there's no way they'd find out, or...
I don't know that the thought goes that deep at the time.
Mhm.
It's... You've seen people, you guys, this isn't your first rodeo and
Unfortunately.
that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes compulsion
Yeah.
does things, and sometimes you get into things without even messing, and the next thing you know, you're neck deep.
When you were going through this prior to deleting it, what devices were you using?
Just phone.
Just your cell phone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Never any computer?
No.
Never got stored on a thumb drive, hard drive? Too afraid it would get found?
That's I mean, that's just asking for issues.
Search warrant does not explain my investigation at all.
Mhm.
All it states is the areas to be searched and who it was signed by. I do not know whether or not my partners are going to talk to your wife about this,
Mhm.
so I can't make any promises or the opposite from my current position.
She did like the bullshit story about identifying a vehicle.
So I apologize for the use of a ruse. Unfortunately, in doing this, we do occasionally come across people that choose to be the opposite of cooperative, and what we would like to prevent is any sort of escalation. We would like to keep it as civil and upfront as we can, go through the process and let people go back to their lives, but it's not always the case. So the easiest thing is to try to separate you from the house, and then we can have a conversation. I did get the impression that she probably was not.
Yeah, she didn't buy your bullshit.
Yeah, she probably thought that. Well, to be fair, it wasn't me standing at the door, but it was some of our patrol guys, but I digress.
They might need to find a better...
Story?
Mhm.
Well,
At least when you're dealing with reasonably intelligent people.
were any of the people that you were doing this role play with and sharing with, are any of them local?
No.
Just random people you came across? Okay.
Internet anonymity.
And I guess that's probably part of the process too, is the anonymity.
Mhm.
Okay.
We can be whoever we want.
Have you ever learned, I know you said that the one of the points of it is its anonymity, but have you ever learned the identity of any of these people you've chatted with?
No.
Sometimes it goes on long enough that people develop a connection and want to know who the other person is, which...
Anybody who I've connected with hasn't fit, long-term hasn't been that.
Okay.
In 100% honesty, I am carrying on a long-distance extramarital activity.
Currently?
Yeah.
Okay. But even that person, you don't actually know who they are yet?
I mean, I have a good idea who, she lives in Boston.
Okay. And I don't, that's...
Yeah, no,
Your
I'm
private
just, but
life.
this is my,
The devices at home, and so to be clear, none of the devices at home that they're probably confiscating as part of the warrant, none of those items were ever used for any of this activity?
not by me.
Okay. And you say not by you?
I have a 20-year-old son,
Mm-hmm.
and I do not go into his room very often.
Okay. Since we're walking through that door,
Mhm.
do you have any reason to believe, because I know nothing about him, but
For
do you have
him?
any reason to believe that...
No?
Okay.
Is your wife aware of these activities?
No.
Okay, so this,
Well, now.
it'll be a surprise to her?
Yeah.
Okay. Because sometimes, the wives know, and they
No.
either tolerate it or encourage
No.
it or whatever.
Nope. She's...
You mentioned in June, that this stopped in June.
Mhm.
What happened in June that caused that to stop?
What, the Discord thing?
The whole viewing of the
I
C-SPAN and
just-
that.
Just feeling,
Realized how far
some
down.
kind of way, and it's like, this
Mhm.
is not good, something
Okay.
bad's gonna happen, and
Mhm.
I need to,
Just stop it.
yeah, I need to try and stop, and
Okay.
Have you been successful in staying away from it?
for the most part,
You say for the most part, like...
every so often, stuff will pop up, but I try not to engage and
For you.
just try and be better.
Williams cashed out his retirement from Rainier High School in November 2025, following his arrest. According to school records, he was earning $99,500 annually before his forced retirement. Williams was originally charged with 13 crimes and pleaded not guilty to all of them. Eventually, 10 of the charges were dismissed and he pleaded guilty to the remaining 3 charges for possession of depictions of minors engaging in explicit conduct. He was sentenced to 5 years and 1 month in prison, followed by 3 years of probation. He is also required to pay $3,000 in court fees.